Do you want big arms? Of course you do. A survey of 100,000 college-age women across the United States show that the number one body part they notice on guys are the arms. Hey, 50 plus crowd here. I'm not suggesting that you guys go out chasing college women, but I'm sure the research is indicative across women that is something that they notice. So, hey, I got 6 exercises for you today. 5 out of 6 of them, I'm betting 90% of you have never seen before. These are going to get you muscular, jacked arms. But before I do that, my name is Andrew Kolasko, and from here on out, I am your very own personal longevity coach for you men 50 plus. Every week, I'm here to give you the insider info, the no BS on what will maximize your future years, the modalities and the protocols that really work, that will increase your cardiovascular robustness, that increase your strength, your lean muscle mass, and help you to feel great, overall sense of well-being. So make sure that you're here every Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and leave a like. Let me know what you thought of this by leaving a comment as well. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'm always getting comments about my arms and how jacked and stoked they look. And I want to be able to share how I've gotten these without any steroids, any performance enhancing drugs, no testosterone therapy, no HGH. This has all been built natural. And I'm going to explain too why that's important to you 50 plus guys, because it just makes zero sense to be doing performance enhancing drugs when you're 50 plus. In your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, we need to be focused on your health span and longevity. Looking at photos of roided up guys is going to kind of distort and warp your reality. I've been in the bodybuilding scene for 45 years. I've competed, and I can tell you that it's only going to leave you discouraged, disenchanted, and disillusioned when you're looking at roided up guys and saying, hey, I want to aim for that, because it's just not realistic. It's going to distort, it's going to mess with you. And what we're going to give you today with these exercises are going to be able to build muscle on your arms. Absolutely. I'm just saying, don't get caught up in looking at, The Rock and saying, hey, I want to look like that. It's past that. You guys know that. We're not in our 20s, 30s, 40s anymore. You know what I'm talking about. Let's dial it back. Let's make sure that we are working with what we've got and what's attainable. You watch my other videos on this channel, and you're going to find out all the ways to build a great physique, look great, and be able to play great and enjoy your future years. That's what's our focus going to be. I just want to, give you that perspective of someone that's almost 60 years old now and has been around and seen all this thing. I want you to have the healthiest mindset that you can to make the most out of what we do with your exercise, with your training, and everything else to give you overall sense of well-being. At our age, you can still make exciting muscle gains, look strong, and get compliments on your arms. These exercises are going to show you exactly how to get that done. I'll show you these exercises now. And there's one thing I want you to keep in mind as we're going through them. How can we keep as much load and tension on that muscle as possible? You're going to see that's what all these exercises have in common. In every exercise we're doing, we're going to look at the most effective way to stabilize every triceps extension and every biceps curl. Stabilize, stabilize, stability. That is what is the focus is going to be. So when you're looking at targeting our biceps and triceps, how can we stabilize ourselves most effectively to be able to focus and target that muscle? As well, for all these exercises, I'm going to recommend that we do myo-reps. Myo-reps are only a 6 to 10 second break in between your sets. This is going to allow you to get the volume up to where it needs to be on any given weekly basis. Myo-rep, you might do your first one, and you should be selecting a weight where you can do 12 with effort. And then it could be that first one's 12, next one's 9, 7, 5. You got 4 sets there. And it doesn't have to be exactly those. That's the thing. When you're in the moment, you'll find out what works best for you. It could be 11, 8, 6, 5. It could be 10, 8, 7, 5. It really doesn't matter. The focus is that you are putting the amount of fatigue on that muscle that you possibly can in that shortest amount of time. And concentrating, keeping that load on there is going to get you the gains that you're looking for. Again, don't get too caught up on exactly how many reps you're doing. Like I'm recommending, 12 reps, 9 reps, 7 reps, 5 reps, that get you 4 sets. But any variation in that kind of range is perfectly fine. So you've got 4 sets that you're able to do for 3 different exercises for biceps and 3 different exercises for triceps. So that's going to be 12 sets per triceps, 12 sets per biceps. So if you take 3 times a week, you're working out 3 days a week, that's 12 times 3, that's 36. That's going to put you where the research shows to gain muscle. For hypertrophy, you need to be in that range. It's a very high volume and load. With Myo-Reps, you're able to get there. And with your biceps and triceps, you're able to get them really fatigued and well done in a short amount of time. So that will help you get the amount of load that you need throughout the week. So that's what the experts are saying. Well, again, that's what the research says from my own personal experience and those that I've trained. This is what I've seen. For more of the nuance and the intricacies of Myo-Reps, check out this video right here. The main thing is your bis and your tris are going to feel nuked, okay? They're going to be cooked. You're going to be looking jacked and pumped and vascular. And it's going to help you with your motivation too, because that's important, right? You want to see yourself look good, and you'll see yourself when you get that tension on there with that not having much, break in between, the high stimulus to fatigue ratio. It's going to look great. And it's going to keep you going. It's going to keep you motivated. Let's start with everybody's favorite, biceps. Here we go. We'll start with the cable pulley curl using the easy curl bar. What you can see is I've taken a band and I've put it around just above my elbows and behind me, so that's stabilizing. You'll watch as I go through the exercise, you see my elbows are quite stabilized, okay? All the tension, all the load, all that force is in the belly of my bicep as I go through this. Nextly, you see how I am stabilizing, okay? The bottom of my arm is supported by a pad. This is me turned around, reversed on the cable pull down. So I'm able to use those pads that would normally go underneath your knees. I'm able to help them go against the back of my arm so that I'm able to just keep that force on the front of my biceps muscle, and I'm stabilized. I'm not swinging around. I'm not using my back. I'm not using my butt. It is all focused right on the bicep, which is exactly what we want. The third bicep exercise, this is interesting, right? For the first one, I used a band. The second one, I used a pad. Now, I'm actually using gravity to stabilize myself. So here I am on an incline bench, chest down, and I'm able to do those curls, but you'll see my elbow hardly moves at all. So I'm able to keep a nice straight line at the extension. And by the way, with all 3 of these exercises, make sure that you do full extension at the bottom and let it give a bit of a stretch there. That's going to help with your hypertrophy as well. It's going to help keep that extra tension on. That's going to get your results. But this is great because you're able to, once again, keep your arm in a straight line and then curl up and not be swinging around, being able just to keep that force, the tension on that belly of the bicep. Next, we're on to triceps. You can do bicep exercises all the live long day, but you know what the fact is? Triceps made up 60% of the radius of your arm size. I know myself, years back, I was only focused on my biceps. It wasn't until I started to put a concentrated effort on my triceps that my arms really start to blow up. You're going to see them look much fuller when you're focused on your triceps. So let's get into the tricep exercises now. For the first triceps exercise, we're going to be using the band again, just like we did for the first biceps exercise. So this time the band is in the front, which again, you can see that it's just above my elbows, and I'm able to keep my arms in a very straight motion, a very concentrated flow motion. I'm able to lengthen out my arms at the bottom and have them come up. You don't see my elbows move around. You'll see using my shoulders. It's a very fluid motion. I'm using the easy curl bar here for my cable press down, and this is working great. Lots of pressure, lots of tension right on that tricep. For our second triceps exercise, we're going to do the triceps cable extension. Now, if you've got any experience doing a triceps cable extension, you'll find maybe the position that you've been doing it in has been quite awkward. That's usually with the cable starting, pinned down lower down the bar, and then you're trying to struggle to get into position, and it's very hard. You're using a lot of energy, and then at the end, you drop it back, and boom, the stack slams against it, and everybody at the gym looks at you. In this one, you're able to get into position much easier. or, you can see that it's not difficult to be in this position. You basically put your butt against the bar at the back. That'll stabilize you, and you simply lean forward. You'll see I'm getting a nice even flow. My elbows aren't all over the place. I'm able just to concentrate and focus and have all that tension directly on the triceps. For our third triceps exercise, we're going to be doing skull crushers. Although, interesting enough, I'm not going to be crushing my skull here, okay? You'll see I am doing it below my chin towards my throat. And this is allowing me to extend the long head of the tricep when I go down. And you want that nice extension there because that's going to put more tension, that lengthening of that long head. And then you just simply press up, go over and over. You're able to quite stabilize this quite well. And it's going to be extremely effective for you. Give this one a go. For those of you who have been on my channel for a while, you know my mantra. I want you to feel good, which you're going to find many of the videos on here are going to help you feel great in your body and help you interact with the world at the highest quality that you can. Want you to be able to play good because that's what it's about. We got to have fun. We got to be able to still do the things that we love and to look good. So get those big arms. That's what the emphasis was on today. I'm here every week, Friday, noon, Eastern Standard Time, drop a new video on that weekly basis. Want you here to increase your overall fitness, your overall performance, your overall health span and longevity. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And leave a like as well. Comments. I want to hear from you. I want your feedback on how you thought today's video went. I want to, get ideas for future videos. Please leave a comment in the comment section. I read and respond to all of those. Be here every week. Keep it locked so that we can move that needle on your health and all those years ahead of you in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Let's go.